ನಾನು ವಿದ್ಯಾಶಂಕರ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ನ 10ನೇ ತರಗತಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟು. ನಾನು ವಿದ್ಯಾಶಂಕರ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ನ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ನನಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ಟಫ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡ ಮೇಲೆ ನನಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ತುಂಬ ಈಸಿನೂ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಸರ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಥಿಯರಮ್ಸ್ನಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದೊಂದೇ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಬರೀಬೋದು, ಅಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಇದರಿಂದ ತುಂಬ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ನಿಮಗೂ ಇದರಿಂದ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾಶಂಕರ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಸ್ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್ನ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Welcome, my dear students. Now you are all familiar with Theorem 1, that is, if a ray stands on a straight line, then sum of the adjacent angle formed is 180 degree. And second theorem, that is, if two straight lines intersect each other, then vertically opposite angles are equal. Now you are familiar with the parallel lines. Two straight lines are said to be parallel if they do not meet at any point, even if they are produced on either side. A transversal line, a straight line which intersects any two parallel lines, then it is called transversal line. Now you are familiar with the corresponding angles, alternate angles, vertically opposite angles. Now you are eligible to prove another theorem of 9th standard, that is theorem number 3. You know, theorem is a mathematical proposition which can be proved logically. Every proposition is nothing but a statement having two parts, hypothesis and conclusion. Let us see the statement of this theorem and then let us identify hypothesis and conclusion present in the statement. We know theorem is a mathematical proposition which can be proved logically. Proposition means a statement having two parts. They are hypothesis and conclusion. Hypothesis means what is to be assumed. Conclusion means what is to be proved. Let us see the statement of theorem number 3. See here, dear students, the statement is, if a transversal line cuts two parallel lines, then alternate angles are equal. Here, hypothesis is a sentence which come after if. That is very first part of the theorem. A transversal line cuts two parallel lines is hypothesis. Conclusion here is alternate angles are equal. First of all, we have to identify hypothesis and conclusion of a theorem. Next step is diagram, which is pictorial representation of hypothesis. Pictorial representation of hypothesis is the diagram. Here hypothesis is a transversal line cuts two parallel lines. Therefore, I have written two parallel lines AB parallel to CD, and a transversal line EF is a transversal line which cuts AB at G and CD at H. Therefore, AB parallel to CD, EF is a transversal line intersecting AB at G and CD at H is the diagram that we have to draw. This is the diagram that we have to draw. Next step is data. That is nothing but description of the diagram drawn. That is data. In data, we have to describe what we have drawn in the diagram. In the diagram, we have written AB parallel to CD and EF is a transversal line, is a transversal line, is a transversal line intersecting AB at G and CD at H. That is the description of the diagram drawn, that is data. Next step is to prove. To prove, here is conclusion part of a theorem written with respect to the diagram drawn. Here, conclusion part is alternate angles are equal. Dear student, I have to write alternate angles with respect to the diagram drawn, that is Z shape corner, that is angle AGH and angle GHD. These two are alternate angles. We have to prove those two are equal. That is, I have to prove angle AGH is equal to angle GHD, and another alternate angles are angle BGH and angle GHC. Therefore, we have to prove angle BGH is equal to angle GHC. So, conclusion part is alternate angles are equal. Therefore, angle AGH is equal to angle GHD, that we have to prove, and angle BGH is equal to angle GHC, that we have to prove. Next step, a beautiful step of a theorem is proof. In proof, it is always going from known to unknown. Here, known things that we make use of is corresponding angles are equal, that is corresponding angle axiom. So therefore, we identify corresponding angles and we make them, they are equal. And another known thing that we use here is theorem number 2, that is if two straight lines intersect each other, then vertically opposite angles are equal. That known thing we make use of it. And another one is an axiom, that is things which are equal to the same thing are equal to one another. That is the axiom that we make use of it. Now let us see which are the corresponding angles. In the previous video you have learned about angle EGB and angle GHD are corresponding angles. Therefore they are equal. We write here angle EGB is equal to angle GHD. Why they are equal? We have to mention the reason for it. That is corresponding angles are equal. Now, angle EGB is equal to angle AGH because these two are vertically opposite angles. You know vertically opposite angles are equal. Therefore, we write here angle EGB is equal to angle AGH. Why they are equal? Because they are vertically opposite angles. Now, angle EGB is equal to angle AGH and angle EGB is equal to angle GHD. You know things which are equal to the same thing are equal to one another. Therefore, we write angle AGH is equal to angle GHD because things which are equal to same thing are equal to one another. So therefore, we have proved first one, that is angle AGH is equal to angle GHD. Here we made use of these three known facts, that is angle EGB is equal to angle GHD, corresponding angles are equal, and angle EGB is equal to angle AGH, vertically opposite angles are equal. Therefore, angle AGH is equal to angle GHD because things which are equal to the same thing are equal to one another. In this diagram, you see angle EGB equal to angle GHD, corresponding angles are equal. Angle EGB is equal to angle AGH, vertically opposite angles are equal. Therefore, angle AGH is equal to angle GHD. Similarly, we can prove angle BGH is equal to angle GHC. So, by taking these two corresponding angles, that is angle EGA is equal to angle GHC, corresponding angles are equal. Angle EGA is equal to angle BGH, vertically opposite angles are equal. Therefore, angle BGH become equal to angle GHC. So therefore, if a transversal line cuts two parallel lines, then alternate angles are equal is proved. Thank you very much.